negative.
Hello, I'm Minnie the Minion, and today I'm going to give you an overview of the Roosevelt National Forest. On July 1st, 1908, President Theodore Roosevelt established the Arapahoe and Roosevelt National Forests in north-central Colorado. The land was managed under the Medicine Bow Forest Reserve until 1902. Prior to the renaming of the National Forest, the land was known as the Colorado National Forest. However, in 1932, President Herbert Hoover renamed the land to honor President Theodore Roosevelt. While Native American tribes occupied the land prior to establishment, archaeologists conclude that the area has been inhabited for up to 10,000 years. The Roosevelt National Forest is classified as a Category 6 protected area. There are multiple wilderness areas within the National Forest that are classified as Category 1B. Recreation is a direct threat to the Roosevelt National Forest that can cause erosion, wildlife conflicts, the spread of invasive species, and the destruction of habitats and cultural sites. Wildfires are another direct threat to the area that can wreak havoc on the ecosystem. Always be sure to check the fire danger level when entering areas that are at risk for wildfires. Mountain pine beetles are a tremendous threat to the Roosevelt National Forest. Consistent warm weather and drought caused by climate change create the perfect storm for pine beetles to thrive. Pine beetle infestations cause trees to die at alarming rates and can present numerous hazards. One of the biggest hazards from beetle-kill pine is wildfires due to the forests that are full of dead timber. Additionally, beetle-kill pine affects recreation, specifically hiking and camping. Beetle-kill trees that haven't been tended to by the Forest Service can fall and block hiking trails or fall in campsites, or worst of all, fall on the recreators. The National Forest has illustrated how forest workers identify infested trees and how to treat or remove them. The Forest Service has carried out controlled fires to help maintain a dispersed landscape to keep outbreaks more contained. Thinning of trees and using patch cuts to scatter and help regenerate trees has also been a method used to manage the threats that the mountain pine beetle imposes. Tree thinning is most successful when carried out well in advance of the beetle attacks, but when done correctly, this method can improve younger trees' health and growth by creating less attractive environments to the pine beetle, which is also a result of patch cuts. Processes such as tree thinning, patch cutting, and prescribing controlled fires can help diffuse and decrease mountain pine beetle populations. Communities of private landowners have worked together and accomplished much more work in removing infested trees than individual workers have. Humans can also spread pine beetles through transported firewood, but gathering dead and dry firewood where permitted can prevent further spreading of the beetle throughout forests and even into urban areas. It can take up to an entire year to even see the effects of a pine beetle attack, because it is about the same time it takes for the beetle to complete its life cycle. Tree thinning and preventative spraying can take multiple years to start showing an impact and improvement, so these methods must be planned in a timely manner in order for them to be successful. Now that you have a more comprehensive understanding of the Roosevelt National Forest, I encourage you to get out and enjoy this local treasure of ours. This is Minnie the Minion, signing off.